Bum 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 bum, a clang lang lang, a ding along ding dong blue, blue blue.
Pull up the car, stop the traffic, get out the barricades. It's time for Mickey B's Jukebox Review.
Rock and roll is here to stay, he'll never let it die. Right here on the radio, that's the reason why. It's Mickey for you and he'll go down in history.
You're with Mickey B, and you're on the Jukebox Review right here on madhousetv.com. Another Tuesday night. What a night it is. It's the day before. Is it the day before? Well, 2 days before,
2
right?
days.
Before
The 3 days before Halloween,
Halloween.
is Friday.
Well, we're always early here, you know?
Yes, we are.
It's amazing. You see this new setup? Look at this.
I love this, Mickey. Look
It's
at
like-
that.
That looked like the Psycho House
It does
before,
with
but now it
Tony
looks like a
Perkins.
burnt-down building behind us. I don't know where that came from. But anyway, we got a great night tonight. We got Paul Errante here, my musical historian.
That's right.
We got Frankie D down in Florida, who's out there with the car club tonight.
Right. He
You
always
know?
does that, yeah.
Yeah, but Paul, always a pleasure to see you. You were at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Long Island Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, right?
Yes.
With the Madhouse TV last week. Yes. And oh, we're over here on this TV now? We lost our camera? All right, we're on this camera. Okay, we got a different camera here tonight.
I know.
But anyway, Madhouse
Okay.
TV, and you were over there at the.
Long Island Music Hall of Fame.
That was great, right? You had a good time this week?
Clive Davis was there.
Yeah.
Dionne Warwick was there.
Uh-huh.
Jay Siegel, the
From the Tokens?
the original rapper. I can't think of
Curtis
his-
Blow.
Curtis Blow.
Uh-huh.
Then my girl sang Margaret from the Cookies and
Right,
Louise from
right.
the Jane Nets with Sandra Taylor. They did a tribute to Carole King and Jerry Goffin because Jerry Goffin and Carole King wrote the Cookie songs.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say nothing bad about my baby in chains.
And you know, you talk about Carole King. I was in Carole King's house with Paul Simon when they introduced the locomotion to Little Eva. You know that, right?
Yes, I
think
do.
I'm going to turn my chair around this way. You see, it's going to be better this way because the other way, the angle is off. You know what I
Right,
mean? And
yeah.
this way, the only reason I look the other way is it makes my body thinner. You know what I mean? A little bit thinner than that. But anyway, so you had a good time over there at the
Yes,
Rock
I
and Roll
did.
Hall
Yeah.
of Fame,
Dionne Warwick was there. She inducted Clive Davis. It was really nice. Yeah.
He was unbelievable.
Oh,
Clive
he's
Davis
and
in history,
Ron
right?
Luxembourg was there also.
Yeah, Ronnie's another guy from Columbia Records, and of course,
Amazing
Arista
stuff.
Records, the guys, and they're all
Amazing
there.
stuff they did.
So
Yeah.
you enjoyed it, right? You had a good time.
Very much so.
Okay, that's great. Now tonight, you know what we're going to do?
What's that?
You talk about the Tokens. You talk about Jay Siegel.
Right.
Not Italian, Jewish.
No, Jewish
But
doo-wop.
tonight, what we're going to do is Italian doo-wop. How's
Right.
that?
Sounds
Okay?
good. Yep.
So what we're going to do is we're going to start off. There's a lot of Italian guys who sang on the street corners in New York. Came from what borough?
Brooklyn,
Brooklyn, New York.
Manhattan, Queens, Staten Island, every borough.
Every borough.
The
But
Bronx.
tonight, we're going to start off with a group that started in Brooklyn, New York.
In the Bensonhurst section of
That's
Brooklyn,
right.
New York.
And they were called.
Well, they originally called the Overons,
Mm-hmm.
but then in 1959 they were signed to Laurie Records and their name was changed to the Mystics.
Yeah, and they did some great songs. You know
They
what songs
did.
I loved?
What's that?
It was always Hush You By, but I love
Right.
the other one, All Through the Night.
I love that one. Don't
And
Take the Stars.
Don't Take the Stars, and Adam and
Darling-
Eve. They
Blue
did
Star, Darling, I Know Now. They did a
great
lot of
songs.
good records.
Yep, and they were on that Laurie record label.
That's right. Big label.
Big label.
Late 50s, early 60s.
And there's a great story behind this song. Tell me a little bit about
very
Teenager Love and Hush You
interesting,
By.
very interesting story. Dion and the Belmonts needed another hit record.
Mm-hmm.
And they wrote Hush You By for Dion and the Belmonts originally, but people at Laurie Records said, no, we want this new record to release on the Mystics. And Doc Thomas and Mort Schumann wrote Hush You By.
Yeah, great song. Now, they probably never sang on this street corner.
No, but
Look, see that?
that's
Never.
some street corner, Mickey. I don't know if I want to be on that street corner.
Frankenstein was here with the Wolfman doing doo-wop back there. I don't even think this was Brooklyn, New York, but it doesn't make a difference. We're going to go right now. Let's watch it. Here's the Mystics. And we're back right here on the Mickey B Jukebox Review. Tuesday night, madhousetv.com. Make sure you tell everybody when you were on to relive these great memories of rock and roll music.
That's
This
right.
is the place to be. Paul, that was a great show. I mean,
It was.
The Mystics are fabulous. You know?
Yes, that what they did. That was done in Florida, where they are based on now. 2 original members still in the group: the original lead singer Phil Cragalici and the original second tenor George Galfo.
Yeah. Do you know what I found out, what I discovered here?
What's that?
Out of all of these groups, this is all Italian doo-wop.
Right.
You realize that I don't think one of these guys was born in Italy.
No.
No, maybe the parents,
Yeah,
grandparents.
Actually,
Yeah.
there is one doo-wop singer that was born in Italy. And unfortunately, we don't have a clip of him tonight, but Vito Balsamo was
Oh
born
yeah,
in
he
Italy.
was born in Italy. And you talk about Vito Balsamo and the Salutations.
Right.
Those guys are going to be joining me
February 7th.
February 7th at the Patchwork Theater.
Right.
But you know, when you talk about Patchwork Theater, we got something coming up on November the 14th,
Yes.
which we call the Hitman.
Right.
And the Hitman is coming over there. It's made up of all different guys, you know, guys that sang in the
Four
Seasons and with Jim Croce.
Right.
And
The Critters.
the Critters, and also Barry Manilow. And,
Right.
And,
It's a really
Elton
interesting.
John
It's
and
a
all of
really
them.
interesting mix
Yeah.
of.
They're on tour. They're on tour. They're filling up every place that they sing at, and we're proud that they're coming to my show at the Patchwork Theater. that
November
night.
14th.
Prayer Entertainment is producing that, and it's a great show. So if you haven't seen The Hitman, make sure you get some tickets. 516-822-9612. Paulie,
Yes.
the classics. I mean, you talk about Italian. I had them about 2 weeks,
weeks ago, yeah.
at the Belmore Theater. Everything's Italian, we called it. Emilio Stucchio and the Classics headlined, and they did some fabulous Italian songs. People loved it, right? Teresa McLean was on there. She sang brilliantly.
Wow.
Comedian Jackie Fontana with all those great Italian jokes.
Right.
And we had John Taranova.
Right.
Is it Taranova?
Tarangelo.
Tarantula. Well, it's close enough.
Another
We do
Italian,
Italian.
right.
Yeah, we always make a mistake. Another Italian guy.
Now,
Yeah.
now the Classics are the brother group to the Mystics
Mm-hmm.
because they came up together.
Yes.
They started out singing together. They all sang on the corner together. In fact, the Classics were called the Sinceres originally. Then their name was changed later to the Classics. And in 1963, they had a big hit record of an old Mills Brothers song that they redid and made into a doo-wop sound, which is called Till Then.
Yes, and that's what we're going to see right now.
Yep.
I also want to bring it. They were produced by Jim Gribble at that time,
Right.
And also the Passions
Were produced
part
by
of
Jim
part of that
Gribble as
group.
well. Now, just quickly, here are the Passions with 3 Italian guys, but the lead singer was Irish, Jimmy Gallagher.
Jimmy Gallo was Irish, so he's one of the Irish guys in the whole Italian group. you know?
Exactly.
But you don't see Tico and the Triumphs, the group I was in.
No, you don't.
Do you know why?
Because they're Jewish.
We're all Jewish, that's right. Maybe one day we'll do a whole Jewish doo-wop
We
show,
should.
You know? But anyway, right now, let's go to the stage and watch, of course, Emilio Stucchio and the Classics.
That's what the night is all about. So until we meet again, we'll just say, till then.
In 1963, the good Lord above decided that that would be the year. He would reward us with a song that would ride the national charts. And there was a magic ingredient in the beginning of this song that we attribute all our success to. So ladies and gentlemen, the next sound you hear will be the magic ingredient that changed our lives way back in 1963. Till then, my darling, please wait for me. Till then, no matter when it may be, one day I know I'll be home again. Please wait. Till then, our dream will live though we are apart. Our love will always stay in our hearts. Till then, when all the world will be free, please wait for me. Although there are oceans we must cross and mountains that we must climb, I know every game must have a loss. Let's pray that our loss is nothing call on each memory. Till then, when I will hold you again, please wait for me. Although there are oceans we must cross and mountains that we must climb, I know every gain must have a loss. Let's pray that our loss is nothing but time. Till then, we'll dream of what there will be. Till then, let's call on each memory. Till then, when I will hold you again, please wait for me. Let's share this one together. Although there are oceans we must cross, all together, and mountains that we must climb. I know, we must have a loss. Everybody, let's pray that our loss is nothing but time. Till then, we'll dream of what there will be. Till then, let's call on each memory. Till then, when I will hold you again, please wait till Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll tell you, I love Emil Studio and the Classics. That
too.
was a clip about 2001.
It was 2000. That was the
He had a
second.
different group than he has now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the second filming of the PBS tapings in Pittsburgh. And that was the finale song. As you could see, all the groups came out there. You had the Clovers were there at the time, the Eldorados, the Velvets, Hank
Right.
Down on the Midnighters, the Orioles, the Times.
And they all had great outfits on.
Yes, they did.
But nobody could compare to your outfit, Paulie.
Thank
Especially
you.
your shoes.
My burgundy
You have
shoes that
burgundy
match
shoes. I don't know
my-
if you could show a shot of Paulie's shoes. Can you get a nice shot of his shoes? There they are. Now move those shoes around
I
there, Paulie.
am.
Those shoes go perfectly with this Halloween setting that we have here, right in front of this house, you know. Matter of fact, I saw those pair of shoes in a Frankenstein movie.
Did you really?
Yeah. It's
That's
all
where I
right
got
down the
them
street.
from.
You
Yeah,
know that,
you know.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, it's amazing. I love your outfits. You get that.
Thank
Where
you.
do you buy your clothes? Where do you get that?
In Manhattan, downtown Manhattan, right
Downtown
off
Manhattan.
Delancey Street. All the fancy clothes stores
Old
over
fancy
there.
clothes. That's what I love about it. They're beautiful.
Thank
I love
you.
the tie. The tie is absolutely marvelous.
Thank
and
you.
a matter of fact, let me tell you something.
What's that?
These groups, they all go on stage. They're just
And they all
marvelous, right?
dress
That's right.
to the nines.
You know who always dresses nice? The Capris.
Yes, they do.
Now, the Capris are an Italian group, too.
Yes.
Came from where?
Ozone Park, Queens.
That's right. And had a lot of great songs, too.
Yes, they did.
You know the song that I really love?
What's that?
It wasn't the first song. It was a song they did 10 years after, probably, or 12 years after, called The Morse Code of Love.
Right.
Right? Remember that one?
Sure.
Now, when Mickey B played that on my radio program,
Uh-huh.
it came in #1 4 different times in 4 years.
Isn't that something? And it was a song that was done 20 years later, but such a great song, people love
That's
it.
right. You know what my countdown was called?
What's that?
Mickey B 44-inch waistline countdown of hits. That's what it was, you know? But they started out with a song called
There's a Moon Out
Moon Out
Tonight.
How many
which-
labels was it?
It was on 3 different labels. But just quickly, it was on Traumas first.
Right.
Then it was on Planet. Then it was on Old Town. It broke out on Old Town
Mm-hmm.
in 1960. And in 1961, it became a top 10 hit.
Yeah.
And I've heard them, God rest his soul, Nick Santo, used to tell a story. The first show they ever played was at the New York Paramount
Right.
with Alan Freed. It was one of Alan's last shows, and they were scared stiff.
Stiff. That's exactly why we have this, for a load
Right.
of stiffs tonight. Yeah. Are we all set for the exam?
Yes, we are.
And where is this taking place?
This is actually on the first PBS taping. This. Oh, wait a minute. No. Sorry. This is in Philadelphia on a Hobby Holiday TV show.
Okay, let's watch it right now. Here's the Capris.
think they're coming.
There's a moon out tonight. Whoa-ho-ho-hoo. Let's go strolling. There's a girl in my house. Whoa-ho-ho-hoo. Whose heart I've stolen. There's a moon out tonight. Hey, let's go strolling through the park. There's a glow in my heart. Whoa-ho-ho-hoo. I never felt before. There's a girl at my side. Whoa-ho-ho-hoo. That I adore. There's a glow in my heart. I never felt before. Oh, darling, where have you been? I've been longing for you all my life. Whoa, whoa, baby, never felt this way before. I guess it's because there's a moon out tonight. Whoa, there's a moon in my heart. I never felt before. There's a girl at my side that I adore. There's a glow in my heart. I guess it's because there's a moon out tonight. Moon out tonight. There's a
Right here, Moon Out Tonight with Mickey B, the Prince of Rock and Roll. And of course, that's a great thing that we got there. We got the
We got
owl. Yeah, the owl with
In front of the moon.
That's it. Perfect for the song that we just had.
That's right.
If Nick Santa would have had that in the background, look at that. Look how great that looks over there.
Doesn't it look terrific? I love that, yeah.
Fantastic, you know? Did you ever have one of these hooling owls by your window?
No, never had that.
Yeah, I used to have the you know what is it? But the Caprice, I mean, I love that sound.
Me too.
A lot of great groups from Queens, New York. Name some of the
Yes.
Queens groups.
I'm
have to be
laughing.
Italian, don't have to
I'm
be Italian.
sorry, I'm
What are you
laughing
listening?
at what's going on behind me there. I didn't expect
Well,
Halloween
you know, You
tonight.
had some great groups. You had
Tico and the
you
Triumphs.
know, the Tribes, we were there. Randy and Rainbows were from Queens.
Queens.
You had the Exciters from Queens.
You had the Cleftones, the
Cleftones.
Heartbeats.
Yep, all of them.
The Rivaliers.
Yep.
The
You also had-
Deltas.
And the Cellos.
Right.
And they did the bebop mouse. Would have fit in perfect with this background.
And also the Delroys, the Bermuda Shorts are from Queens also.
And somebody was just talking about Ronnie Coleman the other day that's out here on the island. You know, we talk about Queens, New York. One of the great songs was a song that was written about Sammy Lefrak's daughter.
Right.
And her name was Denise.
Denise.
And that's the way that song came about. Tell me a little
Right.
bit about Randy and Rainbows.
And another group that was on the Laurie subsidiary of Rust Records.
Mm-hmm.
This song, how the sound of the Four Seasons, because that was the hip sound of 1963. And also, this is the number, I think it was number 4 in the country. It's a very, very short record. It's only about a minute, maybe 58 seconds long.
Yeah, but not the shortest in history of rock.
No, because that's Stay by Maurice Williams and the Zodiac.
And that went number 1. So that was the shortest number 1 song in history of rock
Right.
and roll, was Stay. But this one is Randy and Rainbows from, they came from Maspeth, Queens.
Exactly.
Okay?
And this had 3 original members on this clip.
Let's listen to it right now. Here they are.
In celebration of 51 years of vocal group excellence, we've tried to bring together as many original group members to reunite as possible. This next group is no exception. In fact, members of 2 different groups have joined together to perform one night and one night only. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Randy and the Rainbows, featuring Randy Safuto and special guest Mike Zero.
crush on you, Denise, Denise. I'm so in love with you. Oh, when we walk, it seems like paradise. So when we talk, it always feels so nice, Denise, Denise. I'm so in love with you.
Right here with Mickey B, the Prince of Rock and Roll, a little bit of Denise. I love that sound.
Me too.
All right, and there were so many great girl records that were out. You had Denise.
Yes, Run Around
Yeah.
Sue.
Barbara Ann.
Sherry. Donna.
Donna. What else?
Patricia.
Patricia.
By the Young Tones is another good
And you
one.
also had another one. What else you had?
Blanche.
Blanche. Yes, yes.
And Ronnie.
And Ronnie.
By the Four Seasons.
And Michael. Michael rolled the boat ashore.
Well, he wasn't a girl,
He wasn't a
though.
girl, that's right. You know what we're going to do? We're going to take a little break. When we come back, we got some more great sounds of rock and roll history and more from the Italian doo-wops from some of the streets that you probably grew up on when the Prince of Rock and Roll returns with my historian Paul Errante right after this.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
right here with Mickey B, the Prince of Rock and Roll, and we are back on Halloween, 3 days before Halloween. Frankie D in the background. Oh, that's not Frankie D. What is that picture there?
The Man in the Moon, maybe it is.
Maybe the Man in the Moon. You know, I love that moon. We just heard Moon Out Tonight.
Well, there you go.
Look at this. On Madhouse TV, you always get yourself
Some good snacks. That's
Yes.
right, you do.
You know, one of the greatest groups that I ever heard was this group that comes up next. I'll never forget when I was in my kitchen.
Okay.
Right, at 12 years old.
In Queens.
In Queens. And I was ready to go to school.
Okay.
All of a sudden on the radio came a sound that went din 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 din. I said, "What is that?" And then especially when Angela was like, right, and the din 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 din, and Dion
Right.
singing, I said, I never heard a sound like
It
that.
was a very unique sound.
1958, Dion on Belmont. But actually, do I have a microphone? Yeah, what, the microphone? Does that got a green light? Let me see here. I'll tell you in 1 second. Our producer is here is telling us that the light is off. Yeah, the light is on. Can you hear me? You can hear me?
Am I good?
She got it. Are you good?
I'm good.
Absolutely. Every once in a while, you know, we're live TV,
Right.
and this is what happens. But
Start
anyway,
your story again in case they didn't hear because your mic was off.
you think my mic was off? Nobody heard my story? But anyway, it was about Dion and Belmonts. They were
Right.
just a great group. But one of the songs that really went to the top, it wasn't Teenager Love, and it wasn't I Wonder Why.
No,
This
it
was
an
the
old
highest song.
standard.
Yep, came out to be number 2 on the Billboard charts at the time. A song
Right.
called Where or When.
And again, Mickey, another group that was on the Laurie record label.
Yes, with the Mystics
Right, and Randy and the Rainbows.
and Randy Rainbows, and he also had a subsidiary called Rust,
Right,
Right
and the
at that
Chiffons were also on there. Gene,
who were also called the Five Pennies.
Right,
at that
Dean
time.
and Gene were on Rust.
Yeah, they had a great label.
They did.
Great label.
So this is from 1960, and this is on Dick Clark's American Bandstand.
So you all set to watch this?
Yep.
Here it is right now. Dion and the Belmonts.
This is how they stand in the top 10 with Where When. Number 10, Number 8 is Let It Be Me. Number 7, What in the World? Baby, Handyman Beyond the Sea. Teen Angel, Wild One, and Theme from a Summer Place. 1 through 8, and this is number 9. That's Lloyd Price. Let me point out the American Bandstand Poll Award for the Best Vocal Group of the Year. The Photoplay magazine, on behalf of the fact that they won the Outstanding New Vocal Group of 1959. This represents a gold record for a song called Where or When. Here are Dion and the Belmonts.
Before
Thank you, men, very much. This is how they...
Dion and the Belmonts, and what a great sound. Where it went, Paul.
Beautiful sound, beautiful soft harmony they had on that song there.
You know, when you hear that song, you know, today you listen to a group called the Duprees,
Yes.
and they have that horns in the background.
Right in that safe,
Glenn
soft,
Miller- that
pretty
Glenn Miller
harmony.
sound, you know, and it's a fabulous sound. You know that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I love them. Dion and the Belmonts, they had Teenager Love. I Wonder Why.
When You Wish Upon a
When You
Star,
Wish
they,
Upon a Star. I love that, the old Pinocchio thing, you know.
right, that's my desire.
Oh, that's my favorite second song.
I know it is.
Second song by Dion and the Belmonts. Earl was in the channels that Frankie
Lane
Lane
did
it.
originally,
Frankie
yeah.
originally. And Dion had so many songs that they did. You know, we get mixed up in the Still at Night, but they did.
The old Cole Porter
Yes.
singing in the Still of the
In the Still
Night.
at Night, different song. What happened over
And I loved that that sound because they kind of mixed the 30s and 40s sound with the 50s sound. They kind of did a nice mix of, you know, doo-wop and a big band type sound. Of course, then they had hits on their own with Come On Little Angel and Tell Me Why.
Mm-hmm.
Then Dion had all the hits on his own with...
Now, this is Dion when he was in the Bronx.
Oh.
And then after he straightened himself out of his life and they turned and wound up good looking again. But that was the old
Oh,
Dion
he
right
just
there.
disappeared on us now.
Yeah, it just disappeared. But anyway, you know, as we talk about the Italian doo-wop influence
Yes.
in New York rock and roll, another great group was Johnny Maestro
The best.
and the Brooklyn Bridge. Now, Johnny came from the Lower East Side of New York.
Manhattan, exactly, Mulberry Street to be exact. And actually, here's the interesting thing. When he first started out, he was an Italian man who fronted a racially mixed group.
Mm-hmm.
There was 2 black gentlemen and a Puerto Rican gentleman. But then when he left, he actually joined the Del Satins for a little while. And then the Del Satins morphed into the Brooklyn Bridge. Of course, the Del Satins, Brooklyn Bridge are all Italian guys.
Right.
So that's when the transition came. And again, it was not really a doo-wop sound for the Brooklyn Bridge. It was more like a pop sound, you could say, but it was still a great sound. So
You know, you can't forget when he was with the Crest, you had Luther Vandross's sister.
right,
in there
when they all the way back to the very beginning.
at the very beginning. And then later on, of course, when he became Johnny Maestro of the Brooklyn Bridge, I mean, you had another completely different kind of sound.
Right.
But
So you're
Johnny
saying right.
Maestro's voice is always the same. You know?
It sure is.
So Johnny recorded with the Crest. He was with Johnny Maestro of Brooklyn Bridge, and Johnny sang solo on his own.
Right.
A lot of great songs.
And
like
with the
Model
Del
Girl
Satins,
Roll.
like I said, too, it was the Del Satins
Yeah.
as well.
So look at this here right now. Now this is a perfect picture of the Del Satins in the background. Paulie, this looks like you after you came from the barber.
That's what happened.
And then your hair disappeared.
It disappeared.
And now you got this. It's the new look right now. You know that, right?
Yeah.
This is for Halloween. This is a Halloween
It
look.
is.
Yeah. Yeah. This was, I'm telling you, that's what ex-DJs look like after they retire. We're heading for. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. You want to do a little doo-wop? You do what you
Yes.
can. Yeah.
Let's do a little bit.
Let's do this song. Here's a song called Welcome Me Love.
Yeah.
Paulie. You all set?
I'm ready.
Here they are. Johnny
Johnny
Maestro
Maestro
and the Brooklyn Bridge.
The hours before the morning, walking home I pass her door, and I send a speck of prayer to the room on the second floor. For my mind is an earthquake, my body takes me home, and I need to have a love because I've been too long alone. So won't you welcome me, love? My name is Lonely. Tell my girl that I think of her only. I wanna do it right, so help me light the light in her heart. Welcome me, love. I know you don't know me. Take my hand. There's a lot you can show me. I wanna do it right, so help me light the light in her I'll try to make her happy, and I promise I'll be good. I'll play it by the rules, just like every lover should. And times now fails me, we'll let each other down. I'm sure that we could make it, just as long as you're around. So won't you
Right here, of course, Johnny Maestro of the Brooklyn Bridge, Welcome Me Love, and I'll tell you, we got a lot of guys doing some fancy dance work.
You
for
do?
that music. Yeah, take a look at them.
There you go.
These are the old ex-groups that we used to have. What happens to them when they don't eat behind the stage? This is what it winds
But they
up.
keep dancing, though. They keep
They
moving.
keep dancing, like me and you.
That's right. Look at him.
Dancing.
Look at him.
Look at that guy, yeah. Give you a little step there. There you go. As a matter of fact, let's do the twist. There we go.
There you go.
We're doing the twist right now, huh?
But Hank Ballard.
I'll tell you,
Right.
look at that. They got some shape. You see that? That guy has about a 10-inch waistline. You know that. We got more coming up right after this on the Mickey B Jukebox Review, our Halloween special, because we got a special Halloween in the background.
We
you know?
do.
And Italian doo-wop. How's that? Halloween and Italian
That's
doo-wop.
a combination, yep.
Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back after this.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is me, GMC, in the place to be, the greatest MC in history. There will never be an MC greater than me. And right about now, the only place for you to be is with your one and only Madhouse TV.
You are the man.
Worldwide Tattoo Supply is one of the largest suppliers in the world and your number one resource for top quality, affordable tattoo and piercing supplies. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is the number one supplier of tattoo inks in the world with more than 200 products including Mom's Ink, Philadelphia Eddie's Traditional Inks, Paolini Sacred Color Inks, and more. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply, your one-stop shopping destination for great service, best prices, and top quality supplies. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are undeniably distinctive. Selected for their unique, memorable flavor, Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are delivered to you in beautifully designed bottles featuring limited edition artwork. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are available at affordable prices in fine restaurants, bars, and liquor stores. Or check www.coneyislandcarlo.com for availability. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supplies.
We're here. We're back live on Mickey B's Jukebox Review Halloween Special.
Look at
what
these
happens.
dancers, Mickey. Look at what's going on over here.
They're a dead ringer.
They
for
are.
Halloween. You see
They
that?
really are.
Yeah, those were called. Yeah, look at that. It's just amazing. I love that kind of stuff.
Me too.
Anyway, what does Halloween mean to you, Paulie? You ever go trick or treating?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Went around to people's houses, got candy apples, candy pennies,
All
fun
that
stuff.
But did you ever have fun? I mean, with the eggs, throwing eggs out the
No.
window? None of that. How about the chalk? Did you ever bang that chalk?
Yeah, did that,
The
yeah.
powder chalk? Do you remember walking? We're riding with those big, thick.
Sure,
pieces of chalk they
yeah.
had?
When I was a kid,
Do they still
yeah.
sell it? They still sell
Yeah.
that piece of chalk? Yeah. I've seen a couple of kids. Maybe Halloween's in a couple of days, so they'll be ringing your doorbell soon. You know?
They will, yep.
Yeah, but just tell them about all this great music. You know,
I
here's a
will.
group, Larry Chance and the Earls. They're going to be with me on December the 6th.
At the Belmore Theater.
Belmore Theater. We're
Christmas
doing a
show.
special Christmas show, raising money for Christmas charities for children, you know.
Right.
And with them will be Encore. They're a great group. They were the Cascades, become Encore.
Right.
Twin Gold, who's been here many times. They're going to be
Yep.
on the show with us. And the Teen Stations. That
Yes,
have been
5
here.
young girls.
5
Very
young
good.
girls. They are marvelous now. So get some tickets by calling 516-822-9612 and come to our show at the Belmore Theater. You're going to love it with a great cast of people. And Larry
Yes.
Chance is just unbelievable. Tell me a little bit about Larry.
Larry.
Larry's Italian.
Yes, Lawrence Figueredo, from Philadelphia originally.
Mm-hmm.
Hung out, went to school with a bunch of Italians in Philadelphia with Frankie Avalon.
Here he is right
And
now.
Larry
Larry Chance.
There he
Just came
is.
in on a Skype. Larry, how you doing?
Hey, Larry.
There he is. Yeah.
With Barbara Rydell and Fabian. He grew up with all those guys. But when he was a teenager, he moved to New York City, to the Bronx, formed a group called the Hi-Hatters originally.
Yep.
Then changed the name to the Earls. Had many, many hit records in the Old Town label. I Believe,
Mm-hmm.
Never, Cry, Remember Then, Remember Me Baby, Eyes, and so many more.
Yeah, they were great. And I Believe, of course.
Yes.
Well, what we're going to do is watch Larry Chance and the Earls
In
on
his,
stage.
In his hometown at Lehman College in the Bronx, singing I Believe.
Okay, here he is, Larry Chance and the Earls.
for someone near and dear to our hearts. But I can tell you there's no cause to fear because there's someone above me. He watches over them, and believe me, I know. He watches over each and every one of us. Thank you for the privilege to meet again. Good night.
I'll tell you, just an amazing sound there, of course, and I love that Halloween jack-o'-lantern.
Me too.
It's always great to see these guys. Those are friends of ours during Halloween time. You know that. You love pumpkins, too?
I love pumpkins.
Yeah, pumpkins are great. And I love this kind of show when we talk about all these great groups. Lenny Coco and the Chimes, another
Yes.
Italian guy.
From Brooklyn.
From Brooklyn, New York.
From the East New York section of Brooklyn, originally Rockaway Avenue and Fulton Street.
Had a big hit in about 1960.
60.
Was it 1960? Number 11 on the
Old
charts.
standard, Once in a While.
Once in a while. You all set?
Live from Mohegan Sun.
Here they are, Lenny Coco and the Chimes.
Once in a while, when you try to give one little thought to me, though someone else may be nearer your heart. Once in a while, will you dream of the moments I share with you? Moments before we two drifted apart. In love's smoldering ember, once more. Contented with yesterday's or is knowing you think of me. And after 55 years, by the grace of God, I can still do it. Once in a
Once in a while, Lenny Coco and the Chimes with that jack-o'-lantern there, and
That's
it's just
right.
a great thing. How many times has Lenny sung before jack-o'-lantern? Huh?
I don't think any ever.
Never. You know, we talk about Brooklyn, you talk about a borough called Staten Island.
We did every borough. We're going to close out with Staten Island. There's only really one group that really was well known that came from Staten Island, which is our friend Vita Picone and the Elegants.
But we're going to hear something a little bit different.
It's
than
a
the
very
normal
special
song, right?
clip.
Yeah.
This show is from 1981. It was done at the Beacon Theater. I actually had that home. This whole show on video. It had the Orioles on it, the Spaniels,
Mm-hmm.
the Dubs, Larry Chase and the Earls on the show, the Duprees are on the show. But this is Vita Picone and the Elegants doing not one of their own songs, but a cover of a classic song by a classic group. They're doing the 5 keys, out of sight, out of mind. They're doing it a cappella. It's a great, great sound, great clip.
Well, here it is for you right now.
Out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind. So the story goes. You forgot I exist. My broken heart knows. Out of sight, out of mind. You found someone new, but I can't change my love the way that you do. I sit around wondering about your new affair. I should forget to remember and remember not to care. I'd forget if I could. But my heart is blind. You are gone out of sight, but not out of my mind. Out of sight, but not out of my
Ah, boy, absolutely marvelous right here with Mickey B, the Prince of Rock and Roll.
Isn't
and
that a
Paul
great
Errante.
clip, Mickey? They
Great
sounded
clip.
great there,
So
yeah.
today we celebrate a little bit of Halloween with a mixture of Italian doo-wop.
That's
Paul.
right.
You know, don't forget, every week we're here on Tuesday nights from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And next week, you never know what we're going to be talking about.
That's right. You never could tell.
Well, time goes by when you're having fun.
Always
Paulie.
does, Mickey.
Okay? And until the next time, there's only one thing I can say. Take it away, guys.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night. Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Baby, I just can't get right. Well, I hate to leave you, baby. I don't mean maybe, because I love you so. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night. Mother
Oh, and your father.